Hello, good morning everyone. Today, Fek and I are going to discuss the levels of comprehension and literary text. So, before we proceed to the next slide, I will explain the difference between comprehension and literary text. Comprehension is the ability to understand, interpret, and make meaning of information presented in various forms, such as written text, spoken language, or visual media, while literary text refers to written works, including novels, poems, plays, and short stories that are characterized by artistic or creative expression and often explore complex themes, characters, and narratives. We have here the levels of comprehension and literary text. First, the comprehension. The second one is analysis. The last one is interpretation. Levels of comprehension. The three levels of comprehension or sophistication of thinking are presented in the following hierarchy from the least to the most sophisticated level of reading. This means that there are three different levels of understanding when we read. We go from basic to more advanced. We start with the simplest way of thinking about what we read, then move up to more complex ways of understanding it. Level 3, applied, taking what was said literal and what was meant by what was said interpretive, and then extend, apply the concepts or ideas beyond the situation. So in the level 3 applied, we need to analyze, synthesizing, applying, and in this level we are analyzing or synthesizing information and applying it to other information. This means that at the highest level of comprehension, we are not only understand the basic facts, literal, and the deeper meaning interpretive or what we read, but we also use that understanding to apply it to new situations or ideas. Analyzing is breaking down the information we have read into smaller parts to understand it better. Synthesizing involves combining different pieces of information or ideas to create a new understanding. Applying is using what we have learned from reading in real life situations or applying it to other information like solve problems or gain new insights. In the level 2, we have read interpretive, that what is implied or meant rather than what is actually stated, drawing inferences, tapping into prior knowledge or experience, attaching new learning to old information, making logical leaps and educated guesses, reading between the lines to determine what is meant by what is stated. Tests in this category are subjective, and the types of questions asked are open-ended, thought-provoking questions like why, what if, and how. At the second level of comprehension, we understand not just what is directly stated in this text, but also what is implied or hinted at. In the drawn inferences, we figure out things that aren't explicitly stated in the text by using clues, while the tapping into prior knowledge or experience, we use what you already know to help understand what you are reading, and attaching new learning to old information, connecting new information with what you already know to do. Drawing inferences, this isn't figure out things that aren't explicitly stated in the text by using clues, and the tapping into prior knowledge or experience, using what you already know to help understand what you are reading, and the attaching new learning to old information, connecting new information with what you already know to better understand it, and making logical leaps and educated guesses, making reasonable assumptions based on what you've read and what you already know. The last one is reading between the lines, understanding the hidden or implied meanings in the text, not just the obvious ones. In the level 1, we have here the literal or what is actually stated. First, the facts and details. The second one is rote learning and memorization. The third one is surface understanding only tests. In this category are objective tests, dealing with the true or false, multiple choice, and fill in the blank questions. The last one is common questions used to elicit this type of thinking are who, what, when, and where questions. At this level, we understand only what's directly said in the text. We focus on facts and details, often just memorizing them. We don't dig deeper into the meaning. Tests here are straightforward with true or false